Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
The authority, and who is behind that? Finally, do you think the police are looking?
Okay, the police are not looking for Wunmi. We want to talk to the police this morning. If they are really looking for Wunmi, they should fish out Wunmi within today and tomorrow. Then we will stop calling out the police. They are not looking for her. If they are looking for her, they know where to get her. But if they want to prove us wrong, they can do it. So we can all shut our mouths and say, oh, we've actually got it wrong. Wunmi is having all this effort.
Almost 1 week, they can't find her. She's not even attending.
Well, that's the reason why I said they are not looking for her. When Wunmi did what she did, and she ran to a big sun in the country, that she knows that when they call the sun, everybody will say, ah, this man is very, very powerful, even in the politics and everything. She ran for refuge, you know. And this son too has a lot to do with people in the power. I don't know who is talking. This son too has a lot to do with people in the power. It has a lot to do with all these top politicians. So the son can even sit in his house and say, that case, don't just forget about it. But trust me, whatever that it is, are they bigger than God? Like, there is nobody that is bigger than God. Everybody should remember that at one point in time, there's nobody that have the monopoly of the map of their life in their hands. Things can happen to them. And it's we, the public, that are clamoring today, that will come out to clamor for them, to scream out for them. Look at, actually in Lagos State, justice, to seek justice in Lagos State has been so hard. It's like a camel passing through an eye of a needle. Look at the other girl that they did what they did to her in the BRT box. I know in a developed country, if you have anything to do with the government, maybe the transit bus knock your car or anything, or you fell down on government property or whatever, just go and relax. Your entire generation will not be, they will not know poverty, because they will compensate you big. Do they compensate those family, or did they put that person to the person that committed that crime? Did they persecute that person? What kind of persecution did they give to that person? Was it an open reprimandation or a silent one? What was behind what that guy did to that girl called Bamishe that time? There's no justice. And the soul and the spirit of these people are crying for justice. Their family will come out and cry and clamor and cry and rally and do everything. See our people here. They will go home at night, they sleep in their bed, they are crying, they're asking God why. Why did this happen to me? Because most of these kids that this thing are happening to, the family, their parents had suffered. They have suffered to raise them, and they want at the end of the day, these kids grow up and they started making little change. They will give them peace of mind. But when somebody just come and snatch them in a cold hands of a death just like that, it keeps the parents of these people asking question why. The injustice that you can do to a human is not to give that human justice. If anything is happening, give people justice, to put a closure and let them go and rest. Let everybody have a peace of mind. But when you're not giving justice, That means you're giving these people, you're giving them a pill of a bitter medication, a bitter medication that cannot be swallowed. It's stuck on their throat, and they keep asking why. They keep crying. They are so keep asking questions, and a lot of bad things will keep happening. Look at the case of Michael Jackson. The doctor that gave Michael Jackson that injection was arrested. His license was taken away from him, and he was in the prison. They actually imprisoned him. They did not say because of his status in the United States of America. They did not say because he has a doctorate degree. So therefore, they want to cover him from what he did, the type of injection that he injected by Jackson that was supposed to be administered in a hospital setting, and you did it in the house where there's no oxygen, where there's nothing to resuscitate him when he's going into coma.
So,
that was almost the same thing.
There is politics in that Jackson one. I don't want us to talk too much about it, but I think there's a political on that to come out. I don't want to continue.
The only thing I brought out, the only reason why I brought that case out was that the guy was arrested. He was arrested. Nobody said because he was a doctor. That was the reason why, oh, he did this, he did that. He was arrested. He was actually, his license was withdrawn from him. So why would the police officers saw the type of injections that was given to Mohbad that they said they discovered in his house, and still no arrest was made? No question was asked. Instead, you are arresting somebody that was not at the scene of that incident. You arrested somebody and you declared someone that was not in the scene of that incident. You declared that such a person wanted. And the people that were in that place, they're walking around safe and free as every other person. People that witnessed to a crime. So I believe one thing. Let me go back to your question. There is a power. There is somebody. There are people that are backing this young lady up in this crime. Even maybe, or maybe yes, or maybe no, she might not be the one that did the thing directly. But people came in to do whatever they did. Those are the people she might be covering for. And if they arrest him, she doesn't have any choice but to call the names of those people, and those people we brought to book. I guess I'm not putting words into her mouth. I guess maybe that was what happened, or that was, you know, what has transpired. That's why she's like, okay, let them arrest me so I can talk. And those people are saying, don't arrest her because we have a secret in her. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it's really diverse. As it done.
Let's do it this way. Calm down, relax a bit. We'll come back because I have a question for you. But Mr. Tarzan, so far so good. Yeah. So far so good. Do you think Wunmi is being looked for? Is Wunmi needed by police?
For as long as the police has not told us formally and officially that she's being looked for, I don't believe so. And because of that, whoever has put out that narrative that Wunmi is being sought by the police is obstructing justice, is obstructing police investigation, and such people should be pulled in and called in to answer for what they are doing. So whoever, and this is how I look at it. In all of this, there are processes and procedures, and that is what we should try as much as possible to focus on. I asked a question before. I said, how is it that we don't have media personnel, when we hear things outside that have to do with this case and it boils to police action? Why is it that we can't have media personnel to go to the police and find out the truth? We don't want a situation where every talk, Dick and Harry will come out and tell us this is what the police is doing, and all kinds of narrative will be flying. Narratives that can jeopardize and put the investigation into, difficulty. So I expect that the police by now should have pulled in Yomi Fabi to ask him, did we tell you we are looking for this lady? And that is obstruction of investigation.
But it's always the station is also, recently he was even making a live video at Zone 2 where he said that the police at the department in charge are expecting Wunmi. They expected that yesterday. I was referring to what he said. He said they expected that yesterday. He didn't come. Now today again, we are still here. We are waiting for her. Let's see if she's coming. He cannot be within the premises and be saying they wanted to see her. If they
listen, Westo, anybody can say anything. One you hear from the horse's mouth. Anybody can say anything.
Okay, someone is saying something. What about the invite sent to Wunmi by IG? Sorry, do you have a copy of that? Can you come up to tell us about it? Because this will make it clear that they really need Wunmi's attention.
You see, Westo, you see, that is the problem. Everybody come up, say IG said this.
Akinbenje Olufun or something, Olufun or something. Please, you can come up. Let's know if there is a copy or if there is a letter written to Wunmi. Maybe it's just verbal, I don't know. But even at that, if they really want to see her, for how many days ago that she has not turned herself in, she has not honored the invitation, do you think they will need her for real and they will keep quiet and they will not want to see her, they will not look for her? Today is Wednesday. Since 10, it's likely that they needed that. Let's continue.
All of these narratives are just obstruction of the investigation. As far as I'm concerned, if there is going to be a letter of invitation to Wunmi, it goes to a lawyer. It goes directly to her. Has anybody spoken to the lawyer? So let's not even be propagating it and giving this kind of narrative any life. The best that any serious person who wants to know the truth is to go to the police PR that, you know what, we actually wrote her, we invited her, or she's needed, she's wanted, or she has been declared whatever. For as long as they have not said it, whoever is saying it right now is deliberately making the job of the police more difficult if they are doing any, and is deliberately confusing the public. Now, that said, on the other issue of Wunmi absconding from Nigeria, running away, let her run to anywhere she wants to run to. I have seen cases where persons flee from justice decades after they were caught and brought to justice. What we should focus on right now is that the course of law from the investigation to before the court, everything should be done properly and in a way that is in alignment with the law. When the judgment is handed down, wherever Wunmi is, even if Wunmi is in Afghanistan, she will be brought back. She will be brought back. So what is important is that the case go through the court and all the evidence may be put before the court of law and justice served. Once justice is served, then anything else can follow. If she likes, let her continue to run away. One thing that people need to know is that all Commonwealth countries have the treaty of extradition, but that cannot happen until there has been a judicial pronouncement, and then the process will kick in. Without that, anybody can run to anywhere. But once there has been a judicial pronouncement, that this person is culpable, has been found guilty in this homicide case. It's only a matter of time. She will be brought back. So I don't think we should bother ourselves with that. Let's not give it life, that narrative life at all. All right. So what we should focus on is to be calling out the police. Do your job. You have dropped the ball at the beginning. You have messed up big time. But here you have another opportunity to correct yourself, including the state government. You dropped the ball too. You messed up big time by saying, is it Mohbad that will first die? That was a big blunder. But where the case has gotten to now, with all of the facts being revealed as we know it today, all of these institutions have the opportunity to correct themselves and align themselves with the truth, starting with the governor, Sanwo-Olu. You need to do it. You need to correct it, because posterity will judge. Posterity will judge. History is recording the role of every of these state institutions. Everybody, every person. Posterity is recording it, and it will definitely have it played in time to come. So the police have the chance now to correct themselves and do the right thing. The government too have the chance now to do the right thing. The courts too must make sure they are not made the scapegoat in this case. By making sure that the case is expedited. There is no need for unnecessary delays. So all of these institutions need to know that they have a stake. Their reputation is at stake in this matter. Their reputation is at stake in this matter. So the court should not allow itself to be made a scapegoat in this matter. The police have an opportunity to redeem themselves. The state government have the chance now to bring themselves back from that infamous statement by the governor and make sure that they do the right thing. All persons, personnel, police who have in one way or the other pour sand on top of the face of this matter, all of them should be held accountable. Every one of them. Every one of them. The police should learn from the hospital who told them to do the right thing. Take the corpse to the morgue. The police should learn from the mortuary in Ikorodu who said, we cannot collect this body without the necessary papers. The police should correct themselves. So that's where we are right now. And this should be the talks in town. This should be what we should be talking about. Don't let us drag ourselves into the narrative of Wunmi is wanted, they are looking for Wunmi, we are going to the border. Whoever is doing that is how would I say, whoever is doing that is misguided, is uninformed, and I don't know, let me not use it, but whoever is driving that narrative doesn't mean well, doesn't know what he's doing, because the process are there. If the police invite you and they can't find you, they know the next thing to do. They know the next thing to do. They didn't invite Prime Boy. They ran out and put wanted on top of that boy. Now they invited somebody who deliberately is not showing up. They know the next thing to do. So let's not worry about that. Even if she ran away, don't worry. Once the course of justice is diligently pursued, when it gets to that point, whoever has been found culpable by the law and pronounced, wherever they are, they will be fished out. Let them continue to hide. Let them continue to run. When that time comes, everybody, the truth will fish them out. Thank you very much, President.
Thank you. I don't know if Jane, babe, is available. I go to Virgin as general coordinator, ambassador, gladiator, vengeance. Well done, sir.
Thank you very much, General Westo. I'm not here to actually make a submission, but just to say a few words. So I'm not going to take your time at all.
All right.
The truth is, when I look at things that are happening, and then you and I, as the gladiators and conscious generals, we can actually decipher who is playing the music and who is dictating the tune of the music. The truth is, Mr. Yomi is old enough, wise enough, has a lot of experience to know that he is being played by the police as we speak. I don't know what he believes. I don't know is a level of thoughts, but Yomi is being played by the police. And until Mr. Yomi is ready to face his own Goliath in the person of the police and Lagos State government, is not doing anything. The issue of coming around to praise the police, to praise the government, saying they are 1,200% in support of justice for Mohbad, that one is making him look foolish. This is Vengeance speaking. And that is my thought, my opinion. Mr. Yomi now is now looking like a confused human being with some of the statements that he's been making. Let me tell you the truth. Justice for Mohbad is going to be a long battle. It is now the battle between the justice seekers and APC government with the Oba. The APC government and the Oba, they are the one trying to destroy justice for Mohbad. And if you say you are fighting for justice and you are still thinking that the government and the police are there to help you with the level of 17 months horrible experiences that we have had, then you are one of the most foolish people I've ever met in this justice. So when Yomi is speaking, Yomi should be speaking with wisdom and not to be speaking like a child that has just been born into a country called Nigeria. It is quite appalling that at this level, we cannot face our devil. Just like the Tazan said, when Prime Boy was wanted, they did not even invite that boy. The boy came out and said, they did not invite me, yo. They just placed a wanted on him straight. And police released a statement for that effect. But in this case of Wunmi, Mr. Yomi had come out so many days ago that wanted of arrest have been issued for Wunmi. The police themselves, they have never come out to substantiate and solidify that claim. I hear Mr. Yomi, you run a tasketer, going to the border, they don't let her escape. Are you kidding me, Mr. Yomi? Are you kidding me? They are just playing like chess. The police are playing it like chess. This is vengeance, including the high G, including the CP, including the high G. All of them are playing you like chess. You think they are not wise? You think they are not wise, Mr. Yomi? If you want to get justice for Mohbad, face your devil, face the police, face the government. Don't be acting like fool, Mr. Yomi. You coming to this day for him and be telling us trash that the police is doing this, is doing that, and the government is 1,200%. You are fooling yourself, Mr. Yomi. It is gut-wrenching. It is making me